You want to irrigate or flush that area out. Can be very, very helpful. One, to flushing the viral particulate out. Two, we may add in some components to it to actually help kill what's up in the nose as well. So we have our saline. So you can either do Neilmed saline, which is really good. We'll put links down below. Aneti Xlear. Xlear is really great. I'll kind of go back and forth between those. I have both. And so we'll take this and you'll add 8 ounces of water in one of these type of bottles. This is actually the best bottle. It's made by Xlear. It's Xlear's bottle. It's the best because the plastic isn't cheap. So when you press it, it recoils really fast. So when you're doing good flushes, sometimes you're pressing and then you're having to let it reload, so to speak. And it's just a really good plastic. Some of the plastics are weak, so then it kind of just stays sunken in. So I also have the Neilmed bottle, definitely a cheaper plastic. And there's another bottle by Walgreens. It's even cheaper. So this one's okay. They give it away with like 60, 70 packets of saline. So it's pretty cheap. It's a nice bottle. I'll have like 3 or 4 of them lined up in my office sink. So when I'm in between patients, I'll just give it a good flush. And so we'll take the saline packet. We'll mix 8 ounces of water. We'll add it to it. And then I'll take either food grade hydrogen peroxide. You could do regular hydrogen peroxide from the drugstore. It's not as big of a deal if you're nebulizing it. Again, if you're flushing it, if you're nebulizing it, you probably want to go more food grade just to make sure any stabilizers are out. And then I typically just fill it up just enough to cover the bottom part of the cap. That's it. Just about that.
That's like a dash. I mean, just a tiny amount.
Yeah. And you went too much is if you put it into the water and then I would just pour it into the saline, my finger over it and just shake it up. And then you did too much if you feel any kind of irritation or burn. So you can always start less and kind of work your way up. And then if you do too much, you can always just add a little bit more water to it and back off. So that's a good option right there. Other option I have is I'll do like my GI Clear 3 Silver, and I'll add a cap full of that to it. You can do that. You can add just straight up betadine iodine. I've stopped doing that because of the orange color. It just stains. It's really annoying. So I'll go to like a clear, simple potassium iodine, which is good. Those are a couple of good options out of the gates. And so we'll basically irrigate 2 to 3 seconds of flow, clear everything out, blow your nose in between, 2 to 3 seconds of flow, blow your nose. That's a good way to do it out of the gate. Now, there's a couple of other strategies that you can do. So some of my sinus sprays that I'll use. And so I have 3 big sprays. So here's Xlear Rescue, which is a really good one because it has 6 different herbs in there. It has like Pardiarco, parsley, eucalyptus, oil of oregano, tea tree, right? So it's really good, 6 different herbs. And so what I'll typically do out of the gates, if you're new to using the product, I'll do it about 2 sprays in each nose about 10 minutes before a sinus flush. What I find is it starts to like agitate and release all the mucus that's kind of stuck to the inside of the sinus cavity. And so like 5-10 minutes before, spray it, wait, and then do a sinus flush. I find that it releases things a lot better. So that's really good there.